There is a specific, uncomfortable silence that happens right after you slide a closed file folder back across your desk. It is the moment you have to tell an active, hard-working business owner that you cannot fund them right now. In commercial banking, we often run into the decline dilemma. These individuals are rarely bad borrowers. They are simply unbankable under current traditional underwriting conditions. The business might be a little too new. They could be short on the required collateral, have a temporarily bruised credit profile, or they might be growing faster than standard documentation can keep up with. But a decline from the bank does not eliminate the client's problem. That urgent need to make payroll or secure inventory remains completely intact, creating an immediate vacuum for capital. Without guidance on what to do next, these owners are left to figure it out themselves. Usually, that means turning to the internet, where they quickly encounter a wilderness of random, high-cost, and often predatory online lending advertisements. If a client takes one of those aggressive lending paths, the damage spreads to the branch. You face the very real risk of drained deposits, eroded goodwill, and ultimately a completely severed banking relationship. A standard no that leaves a client without a viable alternative is an active, unmanaged threat to your existing portfolio. You can close that gap by introducing a responsible referral to Moonshine Capital. This gives the client a clear next step while allowing your branch to maintain its strict underwriting standards. This node map illustrates the core guarantee of the partnership. Moonshine Capital routes alternative funding directly to the client, but as you can see, that solid anchor line between the client and your bank remains permanently locked in place. This protocol creates instant operational efficiency. You can stay focused on your primary BankFit files, while Moonshine's dedicated team handles the entire review for the unbankable request. The handoff is completely frictionless. You introduce the client or share a link. They complete a short application, and Moonshine steps in to provide next step guidance. By leaning on a trusted partner, you effectively outsource the immediate lending risk while securely retaining your long-term relationship with the business owner. Once that application is submitted, a diverse set of practical capital solutions opens up. We can see how these options scale by looking at this stacked tier chart. At the foundation, we have up to $25,000 in fast working capital, specifically designed for immediate short-term needs, like emergency repairs or vendor payments. Moving up the stack, we add business line access. This is built for established businesses that need a flexible, reliable pool of working capital to eliminate the weekly scramble for cash. The next tier provides equipment and truck financing. This allows active businesses to acquire necessary tools, revenue-producing machinery, or vehicles, while keeping their liquid cash securely inside the business. Finally, at the top, we have larger funding reviews for up to $2 million. This capstone is tailored for qualified businesses taking on major moves, like expansion, large contracts, or refinancing. With this suite of tools, virtually any unbankable scenario can be met with a realistic, highly tailored next step. Instead of watching a client engage with shady online lenders out of desperation, you secure a clean, safe path to the capital they need to operate. This sets up a concept we call the bridge to bankability. If we track a client's business trajectory on this timeline, you see them dipping into the red, unbankable zone. But here, Moonshine Capital steps in to form a structural bridge. Because the client survived their immediate cash flow gap or successfully funded an expansion, their financial metrics naturally stabilize and improve over time, sending their trajectory firmly upward. The ultimate return on investment for your branch happens right here. Because you protected the relationship, that newly strengthened client returns directly to your bank for their traditional lending needs. Beyond the numbers, this strategy directly alters how your clients view your role in their success. You remain the banker who actively tried to help and delivered a tangible solution, rather than the banker who simply said no. Start a funding review today, or download the referral guide, so you are fully armed with a solution for your very next not right now conversation.